you doing?
Oh, yeah?
Christmas all right?
Hey?
Christmas all right for you?
Oh, yeah. Not really,
Did you catch up with him?
no, that's not we took a couple of days break.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of a tour down into New South Wales.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Do you have some thoughts about some of the stuff we talked about last time? Do you remember? Well, last time I just re-familiarised myself with the stuff. How we can facilitate you being removed from the system is what I want to try and do. It's obvious from our discussions last time. No one's going to give you a job, right? No one's going to give you a job because they feel, because there's a risk that you'll expose, you'll espouse, espouse what's going on with, and that'll piss people off and yada yada yada, and you won't keep it anyway. The reality is, you want to be left alone to do your stuff anyway, to work on your own goals. Therefore I want to facilitate both, because these guys can't get you. I talk to you after I talk to these guys and they say, well, we can't give you a job because what will happen is you'll go in and talk to other people. Look, the proof, and I don't understand that because you're on a mission. Your mission is a lot bloody, because what happened to you, probably I'd be a little bit similar. But how do we facilitate that? That's the thing. Have we got to,
I have thoughts on that.
Yeah, what did you come up with?
I was sitting in the car actually, sort of putting together. Yeah. I'd like to do the first global conference on clergy abuse as a social crisis.
But how do you want to, okay, that's a goal that you want to do.
Yep.
What I'm saying is how can I facilitate what I need to be able to do is I'm going to send you to a job capacity assessor with the argument that you can't put this man in work, right? And you can't put this man in work for a number of reasons. The first reason is because he has all these beliefs about the clergy, which when I say beliefs, I don't mean delusions, but they could well be accurate. I don't know what.
I can back everything I say.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
You understand though that some people go, oh, he's nuts. He believes all these things.
Oh, that's been my life.
Yeah, that's been your life. But my point is, what I want to do is I want someone out there.
But I object quite strongly to that position. Because I'm an Australian and I'm entitled to the same as any other individual.
I absolutely agree.
Regardless of whether I'm an atheist or whether I'm a Buddhist or what. Most of this is based on religion. And that's what I have difficulty.
I agree. The reality is though, I absolutely agree. You can choose in this country to believe black is white or white is black. You've walked the walk. You've experienced what you've experienced. I have no right to make a judgment on your experience. This is what I think, though. I'm just being honest with you. I think it's going to be very hard for you to get a job. Right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so that's a reality. Now, let's just be honest.
That's why I'm like most of us. Yeah. We've all gone independent because of that issue.
Because of that issue. Now, similarly, what do they want to do? Well, they don't care. They just want to keep pushing you to go to so many jobs, through like a mouse on a wheel.
I know.
So what do I want to do? I want to somehow take you off the wheel. Well, how can I do that? What options do I have? I can send you to a job capacity assessor, which is one of these guys that you went to.
Yeah, they're
not real freaking brilliant, but I'm a professional, long-standing, lots of credibility in the community. I can have some push because a lot of these guys have got a quarter of the qualifications I have for starters, and I'll object strongly if they disagree with me.
All I want to do is, I have thought about this aspect, and in that process, a man with your connections, whatever, you've got a last name too. Do you have a brother called Dan, or are you related to him?
He's one under me. We're very similar in our beliefs. I know it's a good or bad thing, but I'll...
this is a point that's been over and over in my head. Yeah. I've spoken to Dan in his political capacity. And it wasn't a successful meeting. Or there's been no successful outcome.
You won't get it because he's a Catholic.
I wasn't asking him on anything in regards to religion. I was asking him on a matter of law in regards to sexual abuse of children, like that.
Okay.
All right. Dan offered me up I think St Vincent's de Paul for look at all the good work we do, which is the usual argument. And I said to him, I don't know how many times they can resell it, and just how many sexually abused children is it worth. You know. I asked him to get me, would he get me, the Labor Party's position on it. And he said yes he would. I attempted many times to follow him up. Added to that, Dan was part of TASC.
That's right, he's a CEO of TASC.
They dropped me like a hotcake the moment they knew I was involved in clergy abuse.
Why do you think that is?
I never got the opportunity to ask that question. That's not something I have the answer to. I would dearly like to have the answer to, because when I sit down with a man in a place like that, as I've sat down with others, and the man says to me, there's enough legal issues here to keep this place going for 5 years. Alright? This is what this place has been put together for people like me. And then they can't get rid of me fast enough. That makes it very difficult for me. You know? I'm just a human being. I'm like any other. But I know I've been discriminated against, not because of my religion, but because of my circumstance. Because my circumstance, the criminal acts that were caused against me, happened to be carried out by members of clergy. Okay? That to me is a fact of the matter. That they were male and that they were female is also a fact. Right? That's a criminal matter. And that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know, I've done never talked to you about.
So I haven't gotten very far from Dan.
Well, look, from my perspective,
I certainly would like, he's a man who's lauded himself, and others do, as a human rights.
Oh, he's not me, human rights award.
I can talk to him about human rights if he wishes to, because I can explain to him what it is like to live in this country. Simply on the matter of your belief. I spent 3 months in a hospital because of that, branded insane. Thanks very much. I've been, excuse the expression, I've been fucked over. I had a business that was heading for millions. Alright?
What was that business?
That was internet business design. Together with another fellow here, we developed what you would call today eBay. It was a multi-auction platform. We did it for a corrupt bloke that finished up in the local government association. We got bound up in a little religious clique doing mates business and the like. But anyway, good government employee, as corrupt as they can. But anyway, that was that. We moved on from that and developed content management system and wanted to get involved in that. Unfortunately, my family happened to be related to the Bishop of Toowoomba.
Like, your family related to?
My family is related to the Bishop of Toowoomba. I have been outspoken, and I'll just paraphrase the entire thing, okay, down, for virtually 13 years of my son's life. I attempted to report his assault on him, and I did report it, and nothing done. Okay? 2 police here. Alright, there's a history there. Alright? Of a threat of sexual abuse against my son, made by his grandmother. Okay? Alright? I attempted to get a court order against them previously. Alright? Because these people, it was their right to sexually abuse my son, as and whenever they chose.
Did they say that?
Oh, yes.
Who said that to you? Bishop Morris?
No. My mother-in-law. And her son and her husband.
So it was their right
It was their right
to sexually assault your son?
to have sex with my son whenever they chose.
But they weren't actually clergy though, were they?
No. However, my wife's family history is one of if you can come back and you can talk of sexual abuse of children in my wife's childhood, and it involves the Bishop of Toowoomba, all right, starts to get very messy sort of stuff, particularly when I'm involved and trying to do business in this town. And suddenly the Catholic door as well is just closed everywhere, and then Christian.
Okay. Well, how are you going to get your... Because it's clear, look...
So, I don't take many calls. Hello? It is. Good, thanks. You can... Yes, I believe I've got 12 months to do that. What incident was that? Give me a pen with just I'm in a meeting here with a gentleman. So you're from probation and parole. Yep. A time you give me, and I need to be reassigned due to the shirt I wear. No one spoke to me. I can, no, I will do this afternoon. What time? Tomorrow morning? You tell me a time. 9:30, and whereabouts? You'll have to remind me. Yep. Union Street. And the name of it, yeah, I know the probation and parole. Okay. Casey, Yes. Thank you. Right. Okay, I don't have PTSD or any problems like that. I'm doing community work. Okay. And this is a direct continuation of where I was telling you.
Yeah.
My son rang me one evening.
Yeah.
My family life is in turmoil.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have had an agreement with my wife,
Yes.
standing agreement,
Yes.
that my son will not, under any circumstance, be left
Yes.
with his extended family.
Yeah, fair
Any
enough.
member of
With the sexual assault, that's fair enough, yeah.
Yes. And I have that agreement in place, but she is like a...
That's not a legal agreement, but...
Not a legal agreement.
Yeah.
This is an agreement with regard to parenting and my child.
Yeah, fair enough too, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm separated at this point.
Yeah.
My son rings me, and he's concerned. For the first time in his life tomorrow, he's to be alone with his grandmother.
How old's he now?
He's 11, 12 or something, around that age, 12, 13. He is incredibly unsure of himself. And his grandmother is gloating. She's been waiting a long time for this. And these type of statements, he doesn't know what to do. I went there early in the morning.
Here?
To where he was.
Yeah.
Okay? I rang my wife. Conversation is incredibly limited there, because if it's not about football or weather, or Joel socks and underwear, there's no other conversation. Okay? Where is Joel? Joel's at the house. I reckon not. He is a heavy sleeper. I know. And he's either at that house or he's at his grandmother's house. Right? I'm his father and I can't do this. Right? I know police here. Okay? I had some dealings. Because there have been several incidents. Bear in mind that in regards to police, I have seen the Attorney General in regards to this little scam here, local. That happens to be centred in the sexual assault unit. Okay? This has caused some disturbance. That's sitting on the side.
So it's on the pot simmering.
That sits over there. That's my history. Part of my history. You've got 13 years of being told to fuck off.
And you're trying to expose the little cliques and the little crap for what it is. Right.
Now and then you touch with someone who's got half an ounce of what's going on, and they'll tell you that, the reasons behind some of the stuff. I can give you the name of it out of my head at the moment. I demand that somebody come in the police car. And they arrive. I've explained myself twice on the telephone to this guy. Okay? And twice I have said my son is either at this location where I am, or he's at his grandmother's. Right? I need somebody to come and find him here. Right? If he's not here, then they need to go to there. Police came. I'll have to play this for a moment. I'm sitting in the car. I've got a recorder I put on. Because I've had sufficient dealings. I'm looking in the rearview mirror of the car. There's a guy gets out of the passenger seat of the car. And he's in full crouch to the fence. Okay? With the hand on the gun. Okay? And he comes down the side fence in the crouch, burst and run. The other bloke, a big fat bloke, comes walking down the roadway. I look in the mirror. I do a lot of things on the internet. And one of the things is when people are unhappy about their dealings with police officers and the like, they'll publish it. And they'll put photos on. If they're a police officer in Toowoomba, and a police officer in a sexual assault unit in Toowoomba, they're of interest to me. I've seen this man's photo. I know this bloke's a thug. He's a bully.
And there is plenty of police bullies.
I know. I
agree with all that. I've been at the other end of it.
I'm here, and I've got a bloke with a gun. And I think, any minute I can get here. I know my position in the society. I don't want you around. No. They don't want me. You could expose him and do a lot of careers. Fair enough. I get held here all day. And then taken and dumped. And that's fucking joint.
That joint being APU.
Well, I was forcibly drugged. Right? Until I got to talk to someone there. I talked to several people. And one woman tried to explain it to me. And I was so fucking drugged, I couldn't comprehend the extent of it. Okay? And I needed a particular drug myself. Okay? Through these two people, one of them got moved. A fellow sat and talked to me and asked me, and he said, I don't know what you need, and I told him what I needed.
Yeah, sure.
And he got it put on my thing. So, along with the other drugs and shit that they were forcing into me, I did get a drug that was of benefit to me. Okay?
What was that? What was the drug of benefit?
I won't disclose it to you, because it's a drug used by trauma victims.
Yeah.
And it's been attempted to be discredited by sectors in society. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's okay.
that progresses on through my life to this day.
Yeah.
And I've made 3 complaints.
Yeah.
Okay? I get to the point where I can only describe it this way. It's when I have to leave this city for a month. I have to escape, run out of Queensland, because 5 policemen arrived on my door to arrest me,
I remember you telling me this, yes.
to put me back in there.
Yes, and you had to go.
I hadn't shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay? Out of that, I go to court, right?
Yeah.
And the pissing magistrate I get to. The man before me goes up, he was drunk, and pissed in the park, or I think an alleyway.
Yeah.
Okay? She was horrified and dancing.
Yes.
Okay, and finding $150, she was outraged. I came up, right? I had all these charges that they'd had against me dropped because they had no evidence. Their own evidence said that they're lying.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I've got 3 policemen in a motor car
Yes.
that drive to a T junction.
Yeah.
2 of them go left and 1 goes right.
Yes.
But we can change this. This is my small statement. We can amend that. So they dropped them all because there's no evidence of the fishtailing.
Yeah.
And the man is stunned by the fact that he turned the wheel and drove away in one movement. Isn't that how you fucking do it? I'm a professional driver.
Yeah. So what did you cop? What did they give you in the end?
$100.
Yeah.
Okay. I had the option of finding it.
Yeah.
And
It's not worth it.
no, I was told I would go to jail.
Trust me, they'll send you, like you, you'll
Yes.
Yeah.
Mincemeat for them.
Yeah.
$800. I go to do community service.
Yes.
I go to do community service.
Yes.
Okay? And I do 3.5 hours. I'm 61 years of age. Right? I've had a number of injuries. I'm doing physical work. I know my body. I know I'm physically stressed at a certain point. That's fine enough to go for today.
Yes.
Sign off. I know your phone call this morning. I'm to go in tomorrow at 9:30 to be reassigned.
Yeah, because someone's offended by your shirt.
Yes.
I heard you say that,
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you should say, I'm offended by your blouse. Can I have another client? I'm offended, look, that blouse you're wearing today, blue, if it's blue, so look, blue is a colour that really is offensive to me, and I would like to be reassigned because if I have to keep looking at blue, it burns the retinas in my eyes.
Yeah. Excuse me. This is my life.
Yeah.
I wear this shirt for one particular reason.
Yeah.
It stops me being fucked over by most people in society.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your protection in many senses.
I tell you, it's kept my car roadworthy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking over.
People give you money in support of it.
No. I don't get pulled over and get roadworthy.
Roadworthy checks.
I got pulled over the other night.
Yeah.
I'm known by every fucking policeman in this state. I've emailed them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you'll get the trouble is you'll get no satisfaction from coppers because what coppers want? Coppers don't care about you. They don't care about your sexual assault. They don't even care about the law. Coppers, it's a job. They do it.
Yes, I've spoken to commissioners and police ministers.
They have no care.
Yeah, they're close to do you know the 2 excuses I get?
Well, I could probably, I don't know, you tell me. I can imagine.
I can get this consistently out of
Yeah.
police ministers, police commissioners, several,
Yeah.
all right, and many individual police officers. But I'm a Catholic, and I'm close to retirement.
Oh, shit!
That's it.
Well, I'm not born a Catholic. I was brought up in a Catholic place, and I don't have any. I don't give a shit. Well, you can't deny that.
No, you see, I want to talk about the criminal aspects of the sexual abuse.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience. I deal with it daily.
Yeah, but the criminal aspects of the sexual abuse, if it goes right to the top, right, in all areas, and you know, let's be honest, we know it does. We know, not everyone, but we know it does.
Let me put this to you this way.
They're not going to expose themselves.
Let me put this to you this way, right? And I talk about the Catholic religion because that's the one I know the most.
Yeah.
Right? I say this, that according to our constitution, our law,
yeah,
right, religions are permitted to operate in this country,
yeah,
whilst they abide by our law.
yeah.
Okay? And that's a given. Alright? Part of living in a democracy, we say.
Yeah, the division of religion and state. Yes.
There is. I can go to the government website.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. I can go to the government website and I'll type in there transubstantiation.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing there.
Yeah.
Because government doesn't make law about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Confession, priestly duties, all of those things.
Not
part of government.
No.
I go to the canon law of the Catholic Church, and I say, look down here, they have an obsession with sex, and we understand that, but we see bestiality. Bestiality, I'm sorry, is the matter for the government.
Yeah,
for the country.
Right.
Solicitation, the same. Sexual abuse, the same. The canon law of the Catholic Church, whilst it has any law on its books that pertains to those things, and if a thing pertains to the whole of the community, everybody is sexual, right? These are matters of the state. These are not matters of religion. These are not matters which the Catholic Church has a right to abuse the system as it does, and as it has done. They're the beliefs of Catholics, and they're welcome to them, and no one wants to stop them having it. However, when they bully because of a religious belief, and then force it onto the rest of us as a society, you get people who want to kill one another.
What do you think, though, about do you think every priest and every nun is wound up in the cover-up?
What you're asking me is, are they a criminal organisation? Yes, they are.
Okay, so if they're a criminal organisation, does every priest and every nun realise they're in a criminal organisation?
No.
So they get caught up in something they don't know what they're caught up in. Because I think
you are a cradle Catholic.
I was born a Catholic.
Yes, you have no choice in the matter. I was the same.
Yeah.
And you cannot look at something from the inside.
Yeah.
Not something like religion.
No.
You can't do it.
No.
And you are forbidden from looking, and there's a massive amount of fear and psychology being used there to stop you looking. Even for a moment, you're not permitted that. So-called freedom, yet you have a choice. The hypocrisy is just never ending.
Well, it's an organisation. In the psychological structures in every organisation, for instance, the police force, if you know your boss is corrupt and you're not corrupt,
it does have...
You've got a massive amount of psychological...
It does have many criminal connections.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
Most of it is white collar. It's in the legal system, a great deal of it, and business.
Yeah, no, look, I don't have any problem with that, actually, to be honest.
It's a corporate.
But what do we do?
I don't know. I won't stand aside to the system. I won't have the system tell me that I have to put down that I am mentally insane. I don't want to give them... I give them an inch, I'm back in here, more of this shit.
Look, the reality is people will make their own... People, including me, mind you, as a psychologist, I can make my own opinion about what I think for you, right? And that can stand based on what my profession and qualifications and based on my opinion. But just because it's my opinion doesn't mean it's right. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how the system works.
Yeah.
I can take you to a politician and sit you down with him, if you like, or a number of them, federal, because this is federal, I have no doubt. Right? And I believe I can get you a good hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, look, my view is this.
Because it's not just people like me.
Yeah.
The government has just apologised for 500,000 children who were sexually abused within institutions.
Yes.
Right, they very neatly set it off the other 2.3 million of us.
Yeah.
Okay?
How do you know which they apologise and which they're not?
They decided if you were in the North League or such. Okay?
Alright. They forget about the others.
Oh yes, I can tell you the whole story of how they went about, and then talk of criminal activity, and how they went about dropping, they're lovely people, dropping a call for Royal Commission, which was starting to become a nuisance to them.
You know what I was looking at the other day? It's this recent one up at St Saviour's. This is a really interesting one because...
Oh, I was involved in that.
Well, all the other... now what's happened is they got the sack, that's they got the sack. Right?
Christopher Fry, I sat down with Christopher Fry several weeks before that.
Yeah.
I'd also sat down with Barry Sheehan from Kearney.
Yeah.
If you want to, I can put you in touch with the people from the Catholic Church.
But who was the principal? I want to know the principal's name. I don't know who was the friggin' principal.
There'll be history in newspapers. Get on the web, you'll find it.
No, you can't find his name anywhere. It's all suppressed. His name's been suppressed. I can't find his name.
How seriously do you want to know?
I'm only...
I can get...
I'm being honest, it's only gossip purposes. I'm just curious. There's no legal interest.
It'll be available. I can get...
I'm just curious. You sort of think, I have kids, and you sort of think you need a principal, and principals need to work. So,
he will turn up and work
a principal somewhere, and
along with Christopher Fry and his friends who were sacked here.
That's what I'm saying. You sort of want to know the name, don't you? So you don't.
No, you need to know the photographic face.
Yeah, what's even better? Yeah, because the name can be.
Because Barry Sheehan, alright, he was the fix-it man that came down from Townsville.
Yeah.
Fixing a little problem that they had up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's interesting about this is. When I'm reading the paper, if you can believe the Chronicle, all these people, all these families now are suing them.
Yes.
So it's going to be a massive cost to them locally. And Bishop Morris is on the paper saying, whatever the families need to do, I support them.
Oh, yes.
So they're really sort of saying, I don't think we can do it.
You're a Catholic and you're involved with and you've never heard of them before.
No, we're not saying I'm Catholic. I'm not involved in
No, okay. You're involved in humanitarian issues and whatnot?
No, I'm not belong to any club. I belong to Jason Toombs.
Let me
I'm not your brother like Danny.
Let me tell you some of the battles I've had with the local Chronicle. To the point where they accidentally sent me 800 email addresses of local business, which I've regularly emailed.
That people would get onto you about that, wouldn't they?
Well, it's an amazing thing.
They can block you though. They can block you from the...
They can't block me for what I'm doing.
No, they can block you from their server.
Yes, there's a massive amount that goes on underneath. I got put off the air recently by Telstra for 2 weeks during the apology period because I'm such an activist on there. And it wasn't until I got the message through to the Ombudsman that I'd had previous issues. I learned just the other day that my brother, who's in contact regularly with the Melbourne Archdiocese hierarchy, and they would really love to see my web systems and the like shut down again, right? And he's the technology man to do it, and he's been on the phone bragging to people of what he's been doing.
Listen,
he's been guided.
What I want to know, because we've run out of time for you.
Sorry?
That's okay. What I want to know is this. When you go to a new place of employment, let's say these buggers, not say anyone, as a matter of fact, get you a job. So you're working in a mine.
Yeah, I know, I understand. Look, I don't know the workings.
No, but just tell me this. When you get to the job, you see it as your duty to inform as many people as possible about this corrupt organisation.
No. That's not the prime motivation of me.
Okay.
For me to go somewhere, and a situation, a comment, a newspaper headline, a thing on television that arises, right, that will make a statement that denies the reality of my lifetime experience, my childhood, the crimes committed against me, the denial of justice, the abuse of my human rights, etc., right? And the shit that had passed on to my child, right? I will speak out about that as strongly as I can, and I will say that the Prime Minister is a pox.
Now, would you say that in an environment, let's say you got a job, I don't know, they say you got your job.
I'll say it to anyone. I've done it. And
so that's what I'm going to argue. I won't
give you briefly and then I'll shut up. Michael, I spoke to him at Mother's Memorial, spoke with him, and he eventually emailed me and asked me to come in. I'm not in his ward. He told me he was offended. And his friend was offended. And I was talking to him about the sexual abuse of tens and hundreds of thousands of women and children. And it finished up by email publicly, 800 email addresses into Woomba. And said to him, I wear this shirt because of people like you. You're a pox. I just did the same thing about 4 days ago about the 2 policemen, Lee and Lee, their names, and I named them. Alright? No one was coming to arrest me.
I think they'd be well and truly aware of you by now.
I'm known around the world. I am known as the world's most despised Catholic.
They would see you as sort of harmless in many ways, the coppers, until you start to expose them.
This is sitting on the side, when they got the chance to arrest me, this suits because 60% of us, right, who come into contact with either clergy or police are re-abused. Oftentimes sexually.
So what I'm going to write, what I've got here, the argument...
It means that I have to expose myself to that every time, and I won't allow it.
The argument I'm going to make about you, right, is this. And I don't have to tell you up front, I'll tell you just so you're aware, because I think you need to be aware of what I'm going to say. I'm going to write a report. I'm going to send that report, not a report, it's a letter. I'm going to send that letter to the Job Capacity Assessor, and that letter is going to say something like this. John has strong beliefs about the inappropriateness of the Catholic Church and its dealings and its corrupt nature. Because of his past, which has left an indelible mark on his heart, really, on his life, a nasty deposit on his life.
On his life, not on his heart.
On his life.
On his life.
Then,
very different.
And then it is very different, you're right. He is, I guess, I'll choose my words carefully for you, I don't know what I'll say, but what I want to roughly say is he feels that he needs...
Do that via email so that I can have some input in that?
Well, only because I don't have the time, mate.
Okay.
I mean, I see...
I will go there, I would like to get a copy.
What I will do is it'll go to them, and basically what it'll say is that you're unsuitable for work, right? You're unsuitable for work because you can't help but tell people it's inappropriate, right? It's not inappropriate to you because it's what is happening to you. It's inappropriate to others because they don't want to hear it.
I'm a human being, that's a natural thing, natural part.
So I want to put that there. So I want to say, so really, he should be on a disability pension or some sort of support pension that allows him, because I'm going to say you're untreated, I'm going to say, and I know there's going to be some argument, I know you will say, I don't need to be treated, I'm normal. I'm going to say that though, because...
Yes, that's fine, you can say untreated, you can do that. Because there are aspects of...
Well, you've got post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, I understand that.
And then, so I'm just going to argue that. So I'm going to argue that without getting into any of the other APU concepts, without even getting into the psychiatric concepts, I'm going to argue that, okay?
I have to go and self-medicate after my 3.5 hours there.
Yes.
Not because of the physical work, because of the fucking trauma of having to go and pay a price for protecting my son.
Yeah, unbelievable, See, so from my perspective, that is the only way I can sell this. When I say sell, I have to sell it, but that's the only way I can influence the job capacity assessor to agree with
Then you give it a go.
and to say to them, and let's see what happens. I can't guarantee a result.
No, I can't either.
But let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Let's just see what they say. What I'll do is I'll try and get you in sooner than later.
As I say, use that argument that the recent apology for $500,000 and they need this same provision for others, and there are others in this town.
Yeah.
And they will not come forward because they have been battered by this same system.
Yeah. Look,
their choice is either go on suicide, get on drugs, or if they can't free themselves, finish up in the mental hospitals, where they can be beaten and abused in there, and sexually abused.
Yeah, and like being a psychologist, I know they get sexually abused in hospital.
I know, so if you want to go where the weird people are, it's a good place to start.
All right, mate.
All right.
Take care. I will do that letter. You'll probably have to give a letter in the mail, basically saying why you need to go and get that assessment. It'll be down here.
Feel free to talk to Dan for me, because I really would like to get that position.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think he's dropped out of that.
He would have contended against me had he without an answer.
Yeah, I don't think he's in it anymore, and he's not the CEO of Task anymore.
Isn't he?
No.
Okay.
He's working on some other areas aligned to Task, but he's dropped out of the CEO role.
Okay.
So,
I will...
There's someone else there now, a lady before...
Well,
there's another...
Nothing to do with that traffic offence.
Yes, we'll go and see the other lady. You might
Still going for next week. Yeah. Jason?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about
All right.
I've got Della at 10 o'clock.
Della's actually in a course at the moment.
Well, I asked about that.
Yeah, so what I might do is just get her to give you a
Give me a
call.
call. Yep.
How's that
That's fine then. That's okay. I won't have to tell you I've got to go and put something in the letter. Bye. pack of long beef, thanks, and a magazino. Well, the week I don't even know what day it is. What day is it anyway? Thursday. Lost track and tired of the
23:10.
Sort of that.
Ready?
Check. What's in a mug to sit down with? And I'm going to have a smoke. Yeah, I think it's a pox. I think they're a pox.
Well, I know my dad was sent to a boarding school in Charleville where his parents lived in Mitchell at the time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And, I know my dad. Oh, well, that's sort of, I was one of the surprised with that lad and maybe something, a bit, home, my granddad gave him the hide, but he didn't stop me.
I still affect you seriously. It's the mistrust, the breach of trust from somebody in that sort of position. The breach of trust goes beyond that of a parent.
You know, I must have been my work environment. I used to a lot of time. I know we had a family friend that I think it's got that in the shop.
Yeah, it can affect the person in some way. Comes out in an antisocial way.
Yeah, well, he was a strange man, but I went home and told Mum, and she said, "You don't tell me that."
It's a difficult one because they're both victim and perpetrator.
But yeah, as I said, I must have been naive. I mean, I was a very honest, straight person. I mean, I was always been a public servant.
But society is, so much of it is tied up in religion.
But we had a guy in our Rotary Club, and I knew this guy was a bit of a strange asshole sort of person. Most of the people were good. But he came out with one day, he came out with, you sort of, you
hear a statement and it's all wrong.
You get involved in the church group, and that's when you can get the women when they're down.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, what a...
Yes. That's why they're open and susceptible, because, yes, I'm dealing with a friend of mine. I was talking with her this morning, and she's a woman in the United States, and she's done a lot of research. She herself has been a victim, only recently. She's a middle-aged woman, with kids. Her and her husband and 3 kids, all churchgoers, and she was recently raped by the priest there, and it took her months to even comprehend what had happened to her, you know, and that's just devastating on somebody. It shatters the whole family structure. You know, she speaks out, and her husband says she's speaking out against the church. You can't say that about the priest, etc. So she gets branded as being insane, you know, and no support.
A friend of mine in Dolby is terrible starting out there. They were a good family, but Martin said to me one day, he said, you get a lot of bad people just tied out in the church. He said, just got to deal with it.
Well, when the base of the church is based on deception, somebody using deception fits in there so nicely. But yeah, they've got it wrong. They certainly aren't the way to lead humanity.
So you have an organisation that you...
I work with people mostly across the internet. I've got a number of websites. And
so how do you make your money?
I don't. I supplement with CFD. I have to go and do the government won't notify me in there. I'm having that battle that goes on. Trying to deal with the church, 8 years in the process with that. No, I figure that my son will have to go back to the study and I'll live in that car for shortly. I will still do what I'm doing. I help people wherever I can.
Yeah, it's important to you. I mean, recently my work was pretty good work. My marriage, my wife and I were both public servants, and 2 kids.
Yep.
But my wife left. I don't know what to do now. I'm in a hell of a mess.
I can understand. I can understand.
Each thing.
drinks in the car. Alright, here's one. I don't mind if we sit down. Just sit down. No, that's fine. What age are you? I'm just about 57. What able to support yourself? Oh, sure, but that's not the point. But I wasn't a bad person, but in the relationship, I wasn't aware of it. I thought everything was going all right, but I unfortunately focused yes, this has been going on a long time, and my wife had not said anything. She never bailed me up. Things were pissing her off. Yeah. Well, she was a social worker and go to the psych unit and all that. But she never bailed me up, so I never knew anything was wrong. So I was busily, playing a bit of sports and going to work and playing a bit of baseball. I wasn't there for her. Wrapped up in me and what I want. Involved in other stuff, yep. Yeah, I can understand that. Pretty much. So, and my wife was my wife falls with that. My wife was a doctor. Yep. Now, in retrospect, what she needed, and I wasn't aware of it because she was a very confident looking person and just seemed to have everything under control. I both worked in here. So, but what she really needed was, in her professional world she was pretty good, but in her relationship world she needed a lot of love and support. My world's where